bitch. For every dark day, I make sure my wristlet. These niggas for everybody, you ain't listen? Damn, sis, now your pussy look like a brisket. But fuck Corona from you hoes, I kept my distance. For Christmas, I'm on every ghetto nigga wish list. Hate a poor bitch to my core, thinking in a vet. When I up this dog shit, please don't call it vet. Real, that's a bitch, not an OG, I'm a vet.
YouTube, it's your girl Pooh, and I'm back with another video. And if you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and turn that post notification bell on so whenever I post, you guys know when I'm posting. You know? Okay. By the title of this video, you already know what's gonna go on. Like, I'm gonna run y'all down how I came to where I'm at, how I left Michigan. I've been gone for a year. Like, March 28th mark my year mark of me being gone. I'm in a whole hat. I mean, being gone, like, March 28th mark my year mark. Like, your girl been gone for a year. Like, it's cold. I got my robe on, but whew, it might get a little emotional because, you know, I'm a little crybaby. I get in my feelings sometimes because I just sometimes think back to all the hard work I did, all of my progress I made. Like, it ain't no handouts. It ain't nobody telling me, oh, do this, do that. You gotta do a move like this, or you gotta move like that. It never been none of that. Like, it's never been, I had a coach, you know? It was literally like everything, like making my best move, making my next move my best move for me. Like, it's like that for a while. So it just kind of get to me, like, how far I came versus like what I've been through. Like, I had a kid at 15, and looking at like me and her and just seeing the things I accomplished, like, to get us to where we at now, like, I'd be like, dang, like, that shit is dope. Like, that is crazy. Like, y'all know how people just throw you on the bus, bash you, like, oh, you ain't gonna be this, or you not gonna do this, or you have a baby, your life is basically over at a young age. Like, you're not gonna be able to accomplish this and accomplish that. Like, just because I didn't go to college, I don't think I'm doing bad for myself, like, at all. Like, I don't think nothing I went through or nothing I'm going through now is just worth me even getting out of character what people say about me, you know, or have said about me. Cause it's like, look at me now. And what else? What can I do? You know, what can't I do? That's how I look at myself. Like, what can't I do? Like, what can I do? I don't think it's nothing I can't do, because anything I put my mind to, I accomplish. Anything I set out for myself or I want to do, I get it done. Like, what can't I do? I don't think it's something I can't do. Like, I don't think it's something I'd ever say I want to try and I'd have failed. I ain't saying I'm perfect, but that's just being realistic with y'all. Like, I don't know. I'm a risk taker. Like, if it's risky, I'm gonna risk it. What else can happen? Take a step back. Like, last year, March 28th, 2021. I'm gonna go back a couple months because I'm gonna catch y'all up. I'm gonna just keep y'all up with y'all. I'm gonna just catch y'all up. So I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Between November, the middle, and to March, I'm gonna, you know, catch y'all up to March how I left. Okay, so November 15th, I moved into my crib back in Michigan. I was in an apartment before I moved into my crib. I lived in my crib for 4 months before I left, y'all. Like, what? I really liked that house. So I loved that house. Like, that house was everything. Like, that house was everything. Like, I loved it. Okay, so moved in November 15th, and if you don't know, the 15th of November is Brooklyn's birthday. That's my little girl. That's her birthday, so I moved in on her birthday. It's so cold. I moved in on her birthday, and then So like a little bit after, my little brother called me and he like, sis, your baby daddy like unblock him on Instagram. So I'm like, unblock him on Instagram for what? Like what I'm like unblocking him for? He's like, unblock him on Instagram. So I'm like, why? Like, did he tell you why? Like, what do you want to talk to me from? And just throw this in there, like put this in there. See, me and him went through our little, you know, BS as kids, and that's when we was dealing with each other. Went through our BS as kids, broke up, and like we weren't the type of baby mom, baby daddy like that. Got back with each other or dib and dab, you know, and you know, did none of that. Like it was, I cut your water off. I'm going my way, you gonna go your way. I don't want to talk to you, you know. But in the midst of that, you know, we went through situations to like really like make us not talk at all. So I say that to say, like, that's why he was blocked. Like, you didn't have my number. I didn't have your number. Like, well, I know your number because it's always been the same. But you didn't have my number. Like, I wasn't dealing with you, you know. So it was kind of like, you know, we going through the parents with the baby, you know. I know, but that's how it was. So, boom, okay, back, boom. So he like, yeah, I'm blocking him. So I'm like, I'm blocking for what? You know, like, what we need to talk for? Like, did he tell you why? He like, nah, but just unblock his number. So I'm like, okay. Cool. So I waited a little bit to actually unblock him on Instagram. So I unblock him on Instagram. Sometime later, unblock him on Instagram, and then what I do? Oh, I sent the question mark, and he like, hey Pooh, like, you know, what's up? Like, why it took you so long to unblock me? Talking stuff per usual. So I'm like, you know, nigga, I ain't gonna unblock you right away. Like, you ain't my nigga. What's out in this land? So I'm like, I don't know, you know, because I'm trying to figure out, like, why you want me to unblock you, you know, like, what's up? So he like, you know, how you been? How you doing? I just want to, you know, chop it up with you and kick it. And, you know, just see what you've been up to, like, this and that and third. So we actually, like, kicked it, like, chopped it up, like, no argument, no nothing. Henry do internet, so like, you know, send me your number so I can call you. You know, we can continue the conversation. Yeah, y'all know. Send my number. We end up start, you know, texting and FaceTiming and stuff, and literally like chopping it up, like, you know, he telling me what he went through with a girl, what he been through, what he just getting out of. I run out to him like, you know, what I just got out of, because I was in a relationship like previous, like before that time. Like I broke up with dog back in like June of 2021. I think June. Yeah, June or something like that. June. And we, you know, and like we just chopping it up, y'all. Like chopping it up. No hold best, like chopping it up, like chopping it up. Like we was best friends before like Brooke even came in the picture, you know. And before we even started dating, like we was real like best friends. So we you know, FaceTiming all the time. I worked 2 jobs back in Michigan, so I'm like full-time in one, really full-time in my second one. So we on the phone a lot, and you know, we just chopping it up. So I'm telling him like, yeah, you know, I'm just, you know, stacking and saving so I can, you know, move me and Brooke out of Michigan. I don't want to be here no more, you know, like I want to leave, and you know, I just want to try something different, get up out of here, you know, and spread my wings, you know. Like if I can make it in my hometown, I can make it anywhere else. Like just keep to it. Like I already know, like you be really grinding, like you be hustling, like you be grinding. So I feel you, like, you know, that's just something, you know, I feel you on January, well, December, January and February. Dog was like sliding like back home, because you know we from the same place, so he's sliding too, like back home a lot, like back home. And remind you, I was doing me, and I told him like I'm doing me, you feel me? So I ain't just out here, you know, doing A, B, C, and D, but I'm doing me, you know. So dog knew like, okay, cool, you know, it's okay, do you, you know. So you know, in my house just chilling, doing whatever. So he like, I think like February, not like January, like dog, like it's like, you know, I want y'all to come down here and, you know, see if you like it down here. Like, you know, it ain't too fast, ain't too slow. You can get some money, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it ain't like you gonna be missing out on nothing, because you don't really do nothing back at home anyways. Like you be chilling. So at the end of the day, like, you know what I'm saying, like come see what's going on. it's what I just feel like you should do. You know, he was like, you know, you want to move somewhere, like start somewhere. Plus, it ain't too far, like back from where I'm from. So I'm thinking like, nah, because you know, see, I don't know if me and you even gonna make it that far, you know. So I don't want to do all that. And I'm like, you know, that's why I told him like, nah, I don't want to put myself in a predicament where I gotta be going back home and you know, nah. So I'm telling him. He like, man, he gonna say, if you can do it there, you can do it here. Like, it ain't no me going back, you know. So that's just your mind frame, right? But still, you know, just talking my shit, whatever. So boom, I finally, you know, just made up my mind, because now I'm thinking like, I do want to move, I do want to leave Michigan. It's not too far. I could always go back if I wanted to. You know, like, shit, I kind of want to try. You know, just I kind of want to try. You know, because I ain't messed with him since I was a kid. Well, teenager. Let me stop saying kid. A teenager. I ain't messing with him since I was a teenager. So, you know, like, we both kind of had to really grow up to, you know, just grow up. In our reality, grow up. So, I think come like February, end of February, like I'm like, you know, now I'm just on Indeed looking at jobs and shit and trying to see like where I get in at. Because at first I told myself if I was to leave Michigan, I didn't want to go back in the healthcare field because I just wanted to be done with that field. Like, I didn't want to do it no more. So at this point, I'm on Indeed looking for like other things, like other jobs, like other careers to see like where can I get my feet in at. Like, I'm just on there looking and scrolling, but I end up applying to group homes anyway. So I had come like March, I had like 3 interviews set up. When I got down there in like March, this was before the 28th, so I got down there in like March. I stayed for a week. I took off work, both my jobs, for a week. So I stayed for a week. And then I stayed for a week. My second day, I had an interview. Didn't get that one. So I had 2 more the next day. Don't remember which day, but I had 2 interviews. So then after that, I went to the first interview. Now, see, they QMAs, you have to be qualified medical assistants. And back in Michigan, if you are getting trained, basically like in training to do meds, you are qualified. Like, you don't have to have no qualification for it. Some you do, so don't quote me on that. Some you do, some you don't. And I'm not no senior and trying to be no senior. Don't want to even be in the healthcare field no more. So at this point, I'm like, okay, well, back at home, you know, I'm telling y'all, like, I don't have to have this. Like, I'm already qualified. That's why I'm telling you, like, I'm already qualified. Like, I don't have to have no QMA back in Michigan. Like, you go to school for that, you know? So I ain't good job either. They want to have me take a class, do the state, really qualified, boom, work them. No. So my second job really was the same thing, but I ended up getting that job. And see how they played me. I ended up getting that job. Okay, boom. Let them know what I'm, you know, doing. Like, hey, I'm finna be moving from Michigan to here. This and third. Didn't even have no apartment yet. So this is what's going on. Boom. She gave me like 2 weeks to come back. Like, listen, I'm gonna give you the job. I'm gonna hold your position. Just 2 weeks to come back, and I need you to start ASAP. So I'm like, okay, bet. Okay, so I mean, applying for jobs. I'm also applying for houses. I applied for 2 houses. I want to do 2 at a time to see. Apply for 2 houses. So boom, I applied for 2 houses. One, I don't think hit me back, and then the second one hit me back like right before I was gonna leave. So I ended up getting a job before I got the house. Okay, so I got approved for the house. They tell me what I need to bring, all of, you know, the money I need, this and the third, how to bring it, we walk the bam. Okay, do all that, get my keys. You know, then me and my baby daddy, we go get stuff for the, you know, house and cleaning stuff and this and the third. Get him his key, I get my key, and I had to go back because I had to go to work that Monday. Okay, so everything's set in stone. Everything's set in stone. Okay, I think I ended up going back, left for like, I think a week or two. Left like a week or two, and at this time Brooke was doing like, you know, online work. So when she's in school and I'm just dragging her from here to there, she doing online schoolwork. So he's like, all right, well, Brooke can stay here and do the schoolwork, and you know, you just go back and work and, you know, get your house situated so you can get ready and do all that, move all that. Yeah, and I tell y'all, sometimes it be the people close to you, it be the people who don't know you, it be people who just want to talk about you. Listen, it be whoever has so much to say. Like, even though people don't think I know, I'm here, but see, I'm the type of person, I don't have to address it, because I'm gonna just show you, like, okay, you saying this, but this is what I know I can do. You know, I'm one of them, like, I don't have to address everything to prove a point or show you. Like, I'm gonna show you. I'm one of them in action type of persons. Like, I ain't finna scoop down to that level, because for what? Argue with you for what? Like, you in my business, like, you worried about this and third. But anywho, that's a story that will never be told. So and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna bring my bedroom set, this and third. He like, no, we gonna start fresh on everything. Like, I don't want you to bring nothing. Like, I don't want to sleep in that bed, this and the third. I don't want to sleep in that bed, da da da. We gonna start fresh. Like, bring your clothes in and do this. Oh, so then too, in the midst of him coming back and forth, like, he was taking some of Brooke's stuff back. So he already had his plan. Like, when he spent the block, he knew what the fuck he was doing. He knew what was going on. Like, what? So he was taking some of Brooke's stuff back, like, with him. So I ain't have to bring too much of her stuff, because he was already come down there. We was cleaning out her room together and doing all that. So boom, get your house together. Don't bring nothing, just bring your clothes and shoes, and we gonna start fresh, and, you know, we gonna get everything. So I'm like, that's too much, because remind y'all, in my apartment, I kind of started over. Like, I started fresh, you know, like, I started fresh. I'm gonna say once or twice, like, furniture and everything, bedroom set, everything. Like, I started fresh. Like, I redid my whole apartment, brick room, my room, apartment. I mean, the downstairs, all that. So I'm like, shit, this shit kind of new. Like, I just got this shit. Like, back in, like, September of 2020, I just got this. I just moved. No, back in 2021, like, September 2021. I just got, like, my bedroom set and all that, like, furniture and everything. So everything is new. Like, not even 5-6 months in. Like, what are you talking about? So, boom. Okay, go back home. I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna just sell everything. Get shit away to my siblings, my mom and them. Like, everything just gonna go. Okay. Boom. Put my 2 weeks notice in when I got back. Like, I had to make sure I was sure, but I can't second guess it, because shit, you got your kids. You got a whole lease down there. Like, there ain't no time second guessing now. Like, there ain't no time to this and the third. Like, it's time to what you gonna do. Like, you gotta go. So I put my 2 weeks notice in. I got a close cousin, and I wait for her. I tell her, well, I've been telling her, like, what was going on. She just is geek. Like, she geek. Like, go. What you ain't on, go. Like, I don't wanna, go. Like, I don't wanna hear shit, just go. So I'm selling everything, giving away stuff, packing my clothes and my shoes. I ain't telling nobody else nothing, like, just the people who close to me. And then, like, you feel me, even between that, like, I'm going back and forth. But anyway, like, I was back and forth between February and March. So I'm back and forth on the highway. I'm from Michigan to Indiana, Michigan to Indiana, Michigan to Indiana. I'm back and forth. I'm on the highway, like, every weekend I'm off. I'm gone. Like, I don't even want to be in Muskegon. I want to go. Okay. So, did that, sold that, got everything, you know, out that I did. And, like, a week before my niece's birthday, her birthday April 17th. So, come before April, the week before April, I just ended up leaving. Like, it wasn't even my 2 weeks went up. I just left. Like, I'm ready to go. Like, I want to experience something new. Like, I'm ready to go. Like, I got all my stuff situated back there. I'm waiting on, like, I'm going coming back. So, I'm gonna see him break my 2 weeks while I'm do all this. Like, So, boom. So, I ended up leaving. I left, gave my keys back to the house, And then too, like, I'm gonna say this. I did a lease with the house, and you know your lease is 12 months. For people who get into apartments or houses, you can't break a lease, because sometimes when you break a lease, they make you pay the money that the rest of the month you go owe. You know, they go get in your pockets, you know, they go do that. But the people who I went through, it wasn't like that. Like, that's another story that will not be told, but it wasn't like that. It went a little different. But I'm just saying for future references, like if you plan on breaking the lease and you think you're going to just up and leave and you signed that lease for 12 months or 15 months, you're going to be paying until that lease is up. Like, you're going to be paying that rent. Boom. Hello. I'll come here and my daddy like, okay, we finna thug it. Like, we gonna take our time with this house. We're not gonna rush it. I don't need you, you know, doing this and doing that. Like, we gonna get it together. Like, don't worry. Like, don't come down here worrying or come down here because we don't got nothing. Like, it's just all bad, because it's not. Like, this is a fresh start. Like, I'm like, I don't, like, nothing. Like, I came back to a blow-up mattress. My daughter on a blow-up mattress. Like, we thugging. Like, this thugging. Like, I was a thug, but I ain't thug like that before. So I'm like, like, I left everything. Like, I don't have nothing but shoes and clothes. Like, what? Boom, now I'm down here. Quite a job, right? Quite a job, right? The lady hit me with, oh, that position is not up no more. And then she said something like, you have to be qualified. This and third mind, y'all. I told her when I was there, like, I'm not no QMA. I don't have to be qualified back in Michigan. But I've been trained to pass meds. Like, this is what I do back at home. I work 2 jobs, so I pass meds at both jobs, and I don't have no QMA. Not a scene, not none of that. So when I say mess my head up. So now I'm like, okay, well, forget it. I ain't finna work for like a month or 2. I'm finna just chill. Like, I'm finna take my time. I'm finna chill and find something that I really want. Like, find something that's gonna get me out the healthcare field. Find something that's gonna, you know, give me the door or something else. So, boom. I ain't even look for no job like a month or 2. Like, I really just was chilling and trying to grasp the fact that I'm in a whole nother state. Like, I ain't even worried about it no more. So boom. So boom, we started getting brick room together first. Started with her room, got her room together. Then we in the pandemic still, so everything is coming like later down the month. So get brick room together. We started brick room, you know, then started looking for our room. Started with the living room, started with the dining room. So everything was coming together smoothly, like, but everything we had to wait because, like I said, we was in a pandemic still, so everything was taking this course to come, or the things we got delivered was taking forever because we're still in a pandemic, so we couldn't rush it. Even if we went like to pick it up, it still like was pushed back, like time was pushed back. So we did that. Got everything together. Like a month or 2, a month later, I ended up getting a job, giving out jobs. So I was helping people get jobs, and you know, that job was the funniest. No, actually, I'm jumping ahead. I actually got a job at Dairy Prairie or Prairie Dairies or whatever it was called, packing ice creams. And y'all, I called my baby daddy on my first break. I'm like, baby daddy, this is not for me. Like, it's so cold. It's so boring. We sitting here in one spot, packing ice creams in a box. And the machine kept getting jammed. And I just don't think it's for me. Like, I don't want to do this. He like, you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say, quit. Like, come home. And that's what I did. Like, I left on my break, y'all. Like, I literally walked out on my break, and I ain't never just quit a job. Like, I quit the last 2 back at home, but I didn't just leave, like, walk off. Like, I let them know, like, my last day, like, you know. So I walked out. I went home, told him, like, this ain't for me. Then like right after that, I had ended up going on Indeed again, and because I was bored. So this is why I come to back look for a job, because I'm bored. I'm just sitting here just doing nothing, you know. So I want to do something. And then I never just been like not working. So them 2 months off like was everything for me, because I've been working since 15, and I ain't never had like no break of not working, like no year or no couple months of not working. Like I always just been working. So those 2 months was like everything. Like I enjoyed my time off. So then I ended up getting on Indeed again, and I came across a job. If I had like a forge or a staffing or a deco or express employment somewhere like y'all state or city, I was working at express employment, and I was hoping get jobs so people get jobs. And when I said like that job was so funny, it was the funniest getaway job I had, but it was actually like really fun. Like the experience was just dope, and just I don't know, everything about it was just fun. Like, cause this is like something I couldn't get into back in Michigan, so I'm getting into everything that I applied for back home. It's like it was coming to me when I moved here. So I'm like, damn, like I couldn't dare get into no motherfucking company like this back at home. They acting like damn, they OG. Like it just wasn't working like that. So I'm enjoying the experience. I was there for a couple months, and this stuff came up, and then I quit. I quit. I quit. I'm not gonna talk about that, but I quit. And it wasn't like just something bad, but then it was like, y'all do all this, but the pay, like, it really wasn't giving either. Like, y'all told me it was gonna start off at this, and then I actually start and it's not giving what y'all telling me. So I worked there for a couple months and I quit, and boom, I think after I quit there, like I took another break, like I think like a month, no, like a couple weeks, like 2-3 weeks. I took a 2-3 week break. Y'all, I just was enjoying these breaks. Like when I say I ain't never just not worked, like it felt good to just really chill. But I'm happy like I had some money saved to where I can do so, you know, and come down here and actually like come down here and get it together, like, and just chill. Like I'm happy I had money put up for that. Like stack your money, like save your money, stack your money, and do what's right. I ain't saying you gotta just stack and have like all this money put up, but have some money put up. Like even if you put up 5,000, go, like leave, like it's gonna come back if you go down there and do what you do. Like don't go down there and be bullshit and, you know, go down there and do what you're supposed to do. Like yeah. So anywho, took like a 2-3 week break, and then I ended up just applying to a group home. So by this time I'm trying to get into Victoria's Secret, like to try and see what they had known, because they was getting paid some money. So I ended up going to the store just shopping for bras. I think like while my baby daddy was at his friend's house, I'm like, I don't want to come in, like I want to go to a store, like give me some money so I go to the store. So he ended up giving me some money, and the mall like was right there. So he gave me some money, and then I ended up going into Victoria's Secret, and boom, I go there, and the girl like, you looking for a job? Like she was cool as hell. Like she was cool, she was sweet. She like, you looking for a job? I'm like, yeah, like I am. I said, actually, you know, how do y'all apply here? She like, what, you would work here? I'm like, yeah. She was like, have you ever worked with Victoria's Secret before? I'm like, nah. I said, but I'm willing to try something different, you know, telling her that you know, I want to try different things and this and that. So she like, oh yeah. She was like, I like you. We just vibing, like in the midst of me by myself, we just vibing, like we vibing. And she like, well, I'm finna give you this card, apply, here go my name, whoop, bam, I applied, and I applied to a group home, I think like a couple hours before in the day, and she ended up calling me as soon as I walked out of Victoria's Secret. She called me, I'm in Chick-fil-A line, she called me, got an interview the next day, boom, I ended up getting the group home job. So it's probably just like I think $1.50 more. So I got the group home job, and I'm like, damn, but I really want to try the Victoria's Secret job. And what's crazy is like a week later she ended up calling me. I just was honest, like, hey, you know, like I end up getting another job, and you know, I don't waste your time and say, you know, I'ma do 2 jobs and come and this and third, so I'ma just, you know, stick with what I got. She was like, okay, that's fine. Well, if you ever, you know, wanna come back, just call this number, you know, and gave me her direct line. Call this number, ask for me, and, you know, I'll work with you. I'm like, bet. I appreciate it, thank you. So, you know, a part of me wanted to get 2 jobs, but then, you know, my baby daddy like, you ain't coming down here, keep working on 2 jobs, what I'm here for, if you gotta work 2 jobs, la 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 la. So I'm like, all right, okay, cool. So, bam, ended up going to the interview, been there, it's cool, you know, black owned, da da da. And this is where I work today still, like, I'm still there. Got that job. So it's like, and this is like this is like July of 2021. I got that job, so I'm still there today. Yeah, right, I know. So, boom, end up getting that job, did my orientation, all that, you know, basically like just went through what you go through in a group home, and you know the basics. So just doing that, and boom, got there and grinding. Like I'm on second shift. So I'm grinding. So boom, like I'm like, all right, second ain't bad, because I ain't got no friends here, I ain't got no family here. It's just me, my baby daddy, and Brooke. So it shouldn't be too bad working second shift. Like, you know, it ain't too bad, which is still not bad, but it's like I'm getting tired of second shift now. Like, I need a first shift job. But so boom, so I'm there and it's cool, you know, like it ain't that bad, but it just ain't giving what it's supposed to give, y'all. Like, that's a whole nother story time. Like, that's a whole nother story time. Like, that's a whole nother story time. So boom, been there, I'm there, and like so far, so that's been from June to now. It's gonna be what, a year in July. It's only March. Yeah, it's only March. So boom, yeah. So my year be coming up, but basically like just the times, like, you know, I from July to now, it's been cool. Like, when I say it's just not bad, it's not bad. Like, the missing your family part is what gets to you the most. Like, I have a bond with my siblings, like my brothers and my sister, so it's like hard, you know. And then I have my best friend back at home, you know, and it's just kind of hard because they not like around, and you know, I'm just used to pulling up on them and pulling them to their house and what they doing and just chopping it up. So remind y'all, look, here go my sister calling right now. You probably can't see it, but I'm not gonna answer. She calling me right now. But that's the only part that really gets to you, you know, is just missing them, you know, missing them and being around them and just kicking it with your people. Like, that's the only thing. Like, I had my moments where I want to move back. I had my moments where, you know, if I didn't know something and I knew it back at home, like, I wanted to go. But it's like, you really have to like put your mind to it. Like, okay, well, you move for a reason, you did this for a reason, so it ain't no time going backwards. It ain't no time, you know, rewinding. It's time to go forward. And if you can make it in your hometown, you can make it anywhere, literally, like you can. I promise you can. So that, and also I told myself too, like, the apartment I was in, it was decent, it wasn't bad. I did my year in there and I moved into something different. So I'm in like a whole nother bigger home, something that I'm comfortable, something that I love, something that's just, you know, cool enough. So dope, you know. So, and I did that before my year mark. Like, I moved into the bigger house with my year mark. Like, that's dope. Yeah, I'm starting to get a little emotional, but I'm not gonna, you know, I'm a cheat, so I ain't gonna cry. But it gets to me though, like, sometimes, because it's like, dang, like, I'm a young dog, like, doing stuff, like, moving, like, just the way I move and the way I do some stuff, I surprise myself. Like, I shock myself. I be like, you did that? Like, I did that like with no help. So like just talking about this, it put me in my feelings a little bit, because it just be like, wow, like this is crazy. It'd be crazy, but it's just, it was worth it. Cause now like from here it's up. Like from here my mind is so much further. Like my mind's somewhere else, so to the point where I want to move south in like 3 more years. I want to move south, and I am, but I'm just saying, like, I want to move south, and I'm gonna, you know, place myself and stay myself there. I want to buy a house. I'm gonna buy my house south, you know. It's just, it's crazy. Like, it's crazy what you can do when you set your mind to it. It's crazy what you can do when you determine. Like, it's just crazy. Like, it shocked you. Like, some people always say, oh, I'm gonna wait for this, I'm gonna wait for that. The more you wait, the more your mind gonna be stuck in that mindset of waiting, or you putting yourself back, telling yourself like, okay, I'm waiting for this, I'm waiting for that. Honestly, it ain't no right time. That's not the right time to take that step forward and move. The time is when you feel it's time. The time is when you ready to go and you just up and leave. The time is when you want to try something different and you know it's time for something different and you want to just go. It's not a perfect time. It's not the right time. It's not. It just ain't. To me, it's not. Like, the time is when you know you put some money up and you can go. Like, get your first month rent deposit in the next month rent, and you can go get a job. Honestly, like, I don't think it's no right time for that. That's just me personally. I just don't think it is. Like, shit, the time is go. When you feel you ready to go, go. When you feel you want to try something different, blast. Like, what you waiting on, bro? Like, there ain't no time. There ain't no right time. Honestly, that's just how I feel. Maybe I could be wrong, but different strokes for different folks, you know? But I just wanted to, like, really just kick it, because honestly, like, I really just enjoyed every little step of even moving out of state. I enjoyed it. Like, it was scary. It was, like, heart pumping. It was questions. It was a lot, but it was all worth it. I don't regret no moments I made, no decisions I made. And, like, the thugged out part, from the air mattress, sleeping on the air mattress, to sleeping on the floor when the air mattress popped. Sleeping on the floor to when the air mattress popped, like, to grinding to getting our bedroom set, to getting the bed, to everything. Like, dog, when I say that was the latest moments of my life, like, that was living to me. Like, that was everything. Like, that was fun, because I did it with somebody. I did it with somebody who I wanted to do it with. I didn't do it with nobody who didn't want to do it, you know, or who always complained. If anybody was complaining, it was me, because it's me. I complain about anything. Like, oh, it's going too slow. Oh, this process is moving too slow. Like, it was me complaining. Dog was enjoying it. Like, still enjoying the moment. Like, it was me complaining about everything. But I say that to say, like, I don't know, I'm happy that I risk take that, you know? Like, I'm happy that I was even comfortable enough to risk take that. Like, I'm happy that I even got a chance to even move. Like, I'll tell him, like, that was just my ticket to show me I can do way more than that. Like, that was my ticket to show me I can do anything, like, and make it. Like, that's dope, you know? So it's a dope experience, and I feel like everybody, or at least, you know, when you're young and you on your grind and you on your, you know, you on your status to trying to do something different, that's an experience to do. I ain't saying you gotta just start fresh and leave with nothing. Even take a bedroom set and you got somebody to drive it to wherever you're going, that's cool. But even if you want to just leave everything and take your clothes and shoes, do it. Like, don't be scared. Do it and watch so many blessings come to you. When you got that positive mindset, when you're determined to what's going to happen, when you're determined to what you going to get done when you get down there or wherever you go, like, you got to just be positive. You can't think negative, because once you think negative, negative things happen. Negative things happen. You know, even if you got people around you talking about you or saying this and saying that, like, you make their words come true, you know? And stand on business when it comes to you. Stand on business when it comes to you. If you got kids and you trying to prove people wrong, stand on business for them. Like, make sure they're comfortable. Like, I wasn't doing nothing in my house until my daughter got her bedroom situated first. That was my first priority. My baby needs to be in her bed. She needs to be comfortable, because she ain't never slept on no air mattress. She ain't never slept on no floor. She has to have everything before I even think about myself. Me, I could figure it out on the floor air mattress, but my daughter's room got done first. Like, her comfortability, it was everything for me. Like, her being back comfortable, her doing whatever, that was my main focus. Don't get me wrong, like, she was always at her granny house. Her granny, she was always there, so she was comfortable. But when she came home, I wanted her to be comfortable. Like, I don't want her to sleep on the floor and this and the third. But she enjoyed it too. That's crazy. She was not complaining. Like, Brooke was just off of the ride. Like, I love that girl. Like, I love her so much. It's crazy. But I'ma just say this to say that. Like, you know, take that chance and do what you feel in your heart that you want to do. Do it. Do it. Don't be scared. Don't second guess yourself, because guess what? It's gonna be a few closed doors before the right one open. It's gonna be a few no's before the right yes. All yes is not good yeses. All approvals is not good approvals. So it's like, you have to really just make that next move your best move, and it's all off from the heart that you feel. So, and I'm young. I'm grown, but I ain't grown, you know? So it's just like, I'm talking for the people, like, you know, my age, you know, that's really trying to do something with themselves, you know, or come up and be somebody, you know. I ain't saying I'm just somebody, but I'm somebody for myself. I'm somebody for my daughter, you know. So I'm just saying, like, you know, do it. Like, you enjoy it, man. Like, it get better. Like, it get greater. It gets so much greater, because guess what? Some things you can't do back in your hometown. When you move out of state or you move to another city, everything come. Like, everything comes so naturally. And you be like, dang, like, back at home, I couldn't even woo up the bam. But I'm here and this junk just coming to me. Like, dog, that's everything. Like, that's everything, for real, real. Like, that's everything. I ain't gonna cap, that's everything. And that's why I just wanted to make this video, because I've been here for a year. I don't plan on going back home. I'm trying to go further. Like, I'm trying to introduce myself to new things, introduce my daughter to new things. I'm trying to, your girl trying to put pressure on myself, but in the right way. Like, I'm trying to put that pressure, like, the right pressure, you know? So, it's crazy. Like, it's dope. It's a wonderful experience. And I just feel like people should experience. I'm gonna keep saying it. Experience. Like, live your life. Don't listen to people around you. Don't listen to somebody telling you you need this, you need that. Because guess what? Everywhere you go in life, there's not going to be family members. There's not going to be friends. There's not going to be people you know. There's not going to be somebody you can call on. There's not going to be somebody around the block. So go. Spread your wings. Do what you do. Do it for you. Do it for your kids if you have any. If you got a man and you bored and you want to go and you see he comfortable and he don't want to go, whether he go or he go stay. And you go live your life. That's just real stuff, you know? Don't nobody got time to be sitting here battling themselves and battling with somebody else. So, you know, like, when you gonna live for you? When you gonna do what's best for you? Everything, like, sometimes you have to put you first, but at the same time, I'm gonna speak for kids because I have a kid. If you have a kid, you have to, you know, put them first as well. But at the same time, you have to show them different. Show them different, do different, and do right by them. You know? So, I'm gonna say that. And I'm gonna say again, left Michigan a year ago. March 28th, it'll be a year. March 28th. Like, I done treated myself this whole month just to, you know, I've been here for a year. I still don't have no friends. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm not saying it as if I'm just, you know, looking for some friends. I'm just saying it to say, like, I really came down here and, like, stood on business. I really came down here and got myself comfortable. I'm comfortable with going to work, coming home to my little family, and it's been us. Like, I'm comfortable with just chilling. Like, I ain't, you know, like, I'm not a social butterfly, so I ain't really, you know, big on that right now. But it's cool. Like, I'm happy. I'm cool. I'm relaxed. I'm chilled. I'm comfortable. I'm getting money still. I got a job. Got a roof over my head. And I'm just cheesing because I'm really happy. Like, I'm genuinely happy. I don't know. I'm getting my feelings to y'all as I keep talking. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this video out. So like I said, go do that. Go like, comment, subscribe. Turn them post notification bells on so whenever I post, you guys can just see when I'm posting. And y'all come tap in. And okay, so today is March 28th. And today is the day I return my keys back to my first apartment when I first moved. And it's just empty. It's just empty. And I'm just, you know, just taking one last look. One last look, guys. One last freaking look. Let me see. This was my closet. But yeah, anywho, just one last look before I return the keys, because I recently just moved. I haven't been in my other apartment for too long, so just one last look of everything. And I'm gonna go drop out these keys, and everything gonna be everything. And this is my last time coming in here. Like, y'all, this is the apartment that I didn't even get to look at when I came down here. I just literally like synced it online and got approved for it. And when I came, you know, just got the keys for it. And, you know, thought it was just really decent. Wasn't too shabby. Living room. Front door. Wasn't too shabby of an apartment. Just something, you know, decent to stay in, I guess, for a year. So I moved in here, and it's crazy because I moved into my second apartment before my year mark, and you know, it's decent. Now this apartment, I was on the 3rd floor. They come with washer and dryers, but I didn't have one, so it was like different. Like, this was the time I had to learn how to go to the laundromat. I had to learn how to do all that stuff. Like, that was costing your girl some money and everything. And it was just really, really different, but it was cool at the same time because it's like, dang, I came down here and just got approved for something. So, yeah. Like, today is just a whole year. And I'm just returning the keys. Returning the keys back, and I will not be on this side no more. That's funny. So, It's crazy what you can do in a year, ain't it? I know, right? It's crazy, but it's also cool. This is what I was telling y'all. I remember I was telling y'all I had an air mattress and then busted, and I was sleeping on the floor. This is that room. Right there. This is that room. I even tried to mount my own TV up. Right here. Y'all, I tried to mount my TV up one time. And it stayed up for months. But one time I went out, had a few drinks, came back, and that mug was on the floor. Like, real life floor. But I slept right there, y'all. From the air mattress to the floor. It was thugging it. This is Brooklyn room. Brooklyn little air mattress. I hated that thing right there. That was so irritating, but Brooklyn thugged it out on the air mattress. Her air mattress ain't never popped. But she went from an air mattress to her bed, which was a good thing. So yeah, it was crazy. It was fun though, wasn't it? Decent. That's how you just up and leave, huh? And get everything right back. That was the fun part about it. But just a little small apartment to start off with. Nothing too fancy, nothing too big. And a wrap. So, if you like this video, or if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe. And thank you for just letting me chop it up with y'all about me moving, up and moving. Like, that was my experience. That was my time. That was my risk taking. And that's just something I just got up and did. You know? So, we only going forward. Bye-bye.